I started from the beginning.
No, you don't have to start from the beginning. That's fine. So, I am Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. I am your host here at the Premium Black News Channel. And what's great about this channel is that I know that I can't do it on my own. No man is an island. So, I brought with you an educator. And his name is?
Over.
And I've also brought you an entrepreneur.
Daniel B.
So, we have Daniel B. and Ulrich here. And Big Elvis the Chef. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this young woman who called the Kendra G show. It's a dating show, and Kendra G does over 20 shows a week. So this is going to be one of the shows out of the 20 that she's doing. And let me tell you, this speaks to her show, what we're listening to here, and possibly the world, and its mentality and what it looks at and thinks about. So we're going to have an open discussion by using fair use, and the fair use is for you, Kendra G.
Hello?
Hi.
How old are you, honey?
33?
Okay. Hey, your name is Casey, right?
Yeah.
Casey, where you calling me from, honey?
Denver?
Denver. How old? You told me 33. What do you do for a living?
I'm a database manager for a marketing agency in Atlanta.
Database manager. Okay. Casey's in.
I've literally been waiting for like 2 years, sorry.
2 years? Took you 2 years to get this?
Yes.
So you started watching on Instagram?
Yes, I usually watch on Instagram, and I was just like, I was doing my nails, and I was like, let me just hop on Facebook right quick.
Yeah, that's lit. Kind show helps you out, right? Okay. Casey's in. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
You have any children?
No.
No kids. All right, so this is Casey, Denver, 33, Capricorn, database manager, no kids. What kind of man you looking for, boo?
So I believe in black love, so I want a black man, black children, a black family. I believe I have a lot to offer, so I want that to be given to a black man. Someone who is intellectually on my level, someone I can have a good conversation with. I feel like I struggle with someone to have a good intellectual conversation with, someone who is open-minded, who doesn't fit what a wife should expect you should look like in society. I am a bigger person. I'm almost 6 feet tall.
You're 6 feet tall?
And yeah, I'm 5'11".
Okay.
And
It's not, I'm assuming you're black. Are you mixed?
I am. My mom's white, my dad's black, but I identify as black. My successes are black. Everything is black until my background is created equal. Like until all my family is created equal. Everything that is in my background is gonna be black.
Period.
Everything positive about me is black. So.
Period. I like it. Everything positive about her is black. Okay. So what's your deal breakers, honey?
I don't like insecure men who are liars, manipulators, narcissists, kind of those tend to come my way. People who kind of sell you a dream in the beginning, and then over time they find out what you like, manipulate into thinking that they can offer that, and they really can't. So someone who they are, authentic, straight up front, right off the bat. So liars are deal breakers.
Okay.
People who are inauthentic are deal breakers. People who are ignorant in some ways, kind of keep themselves in a very small box, are deal breakers. Sometimes and this might cause some controversy, but I feel like I have white expectations for black men.
You have white expectations?
For black men. I kind of tell myself.
Break that down.
Yeah. I feel like, obviously, like, the world is not created equal in America. And sometimes I feel like the things that I really want in a partner, I struggle to find in a black partner. and maybe that is where I'm located. I live in Denver. It's predominantly white. I've lived here for 10 years. But yeah.
So can you give me
So
some examples of the things that you expect from a black man that you can't find, but you do find it in white men?
yeah, ones that can carry themselves in a diverse settings, like, go out to a nice restaurant or like make mid six figures. They can go skiing one weekend, they can go to a club the next weekend.
Pause there.
I tend to find men who only stay at home, never want to leave the house. Their idea of a date.
She's looking for a black man in Denver to go skiing with. That might be one of the ways you just messed up. I think Daniel B, you go skiing, correct?
Yes.
Do you actually put the skis on though?
Yes.
You're not just in the lodge running around
Nope.
by the fireplace taking pictures.
Nope.
You actually ski.
Yep.
Okay.
Is going to Dave and Buster's, or they want to take me to Applebee's. I'm 33 years old. I have a career. I've owned a home for 8 years. I'm very established, and I want a man, not a boy. So I find really immature black men that I'm kind of, when I was younger, I wanted to help those men build up. I want to support them, get where they wanted to be. There's
Alright, usually these racial shit doesn't really get to me, but this bitch got to me. Yo, first of all, I think the reason that she's only going to Dave and Buster's and Applebee's is because that's the only place they feel comfortable taking with you. They don't feel like you kind of deserve a better restaurant.
Okay.
And I think the fact that they're taking you to fact that they're taking her to Applebee's and Dave and Buster's is a big deal, and she should be so happy that they're taking you to Dave and Buster's and Applebee's. They're leaving the house with you. Of course, they always want to stay in the house. All right.
So far, your partner can do that. They need to do that by themselves. And so, yeah. You need a really ambitious, independent man to get himself there,
Right.
in his kind of.
I think we should go back just a smidge.
But you are right. There's not a lot of.
Support them, get where they wanted to be. But there's only so far your partner can do that. They need to do that by themselves. And so, yeah. You need a really ambitious, independent man to get himself there,
Right.
in his kind of.
I want to say this, definitely, but you are right. There's not a lot of, there are men though, let me be clear. There are black men that ski,
For sure.
black men that go to
There are men, yes.
Yeah. Black men
I
that
feel like they don't like women like me. Maybe I struggle with that. Let me preface by saying
Right.
I'm a plus size woman. I'm tall. I'm very outspoken.
Oh, all
I
right,
don't fit into the
all
box
right,
where
that's
society's like, this is what your wife should look like, and this is how your wife should act. So,
Yeah, so
Let me
she's
ask you,
mature.
you
All right,
being
all
a
right.
plus size, do you feel like
I give
when
it.
it comes to Caucasian men, you have an issue with finding that guy that fits all those categories, or just with black men?
I do not date white men.
Oh, you don't even, so it's not even an option.
No, I've never dated white men. I will not date white men.
Racist.
Go for Grubhub.
Skip now.
Not true.
Nope.
You are, but I love that you support black people because I'm black and that's what it's about. But you say your mama's white, right?
Yeah. And I also don't believe in interracial procreation, but that's for a whole different.
Can't just say it.
If it wasn't for interracial,
Well, she doesn't believe in her existence. Am I even real?
why don't you believe in it? Being that you are actually what you're talking about.
I mean,
You listen?
I exist as a human being. Yes, I'm here. But I'm still allowed to have like my own values, and I believe
Values.
So who can you marry? You have to marry
No
another
matter-
interracial. I don't understand. It doesn't make
tradition and how
sense.
they created children can never truly love a black woman the way he deserves.
Yeah, all right. Can you
Whoa.
pause again?
Whoa.
Yo. What the?
Whoa.
Yo,
Whoa.
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 Can you repeat that?
Whoa.
Can we hear that
Yo,
again?
it's
Whoa.
all. I'm telling you, it's
Hold on,
always.
hold on.
It's
Can
all.
we-
No. All right.
Can we
Fine.
hear it
Go
again?
back.
Can
Go
we-
back. Go back.
Yeah.
Being that you are actually what you're talking about.
I mean, I exist as a human being. Yes, I'm here. But I'm still allowed to have like my own values. And I believe that a white woman, no matter, the situation and how they created children, can never truly love a black woman the way he deserves. That's just my opinion.
A white woman can never love a black man
Yeah.
the way he deserves.
Yeah.
So you vote so your mother can never love your father the way he deserves.
No, and they were never together. So
Hold on.
That
I think
explains
she's black.
everything.
I understand that she's black, but her mother is Caucasian.
She's dreaming about what the relationship should look like. She is saying that a white woman could never love a black man the way he deserves to be loved, but yet all the black men you keep meeting don't own a home like you because you got that good credit from your mama's side of the family. When you went in for that loan at 22 years old, 24 because she's 32. She's been owning a house since for 8 years.
Can we watch the whole thing and then like?
All right, yeah. Let's do that.
And you do have to acknowledge that she is part Caucasian too. Her mama Caucasian, so you just can't act like that's not a part of her bloodline, right? We don't acknowledge. Do you not acknowledge that part of your bloodline?
I mean, I do, but the way in which like I was not raised as a white person. Like I was raised as a person of color. Like the world sees me as a person of color. Like
Really?
I was raised as a black person in this country. So yes, I have a white
Who
mother,
would Rob?
but I'm not a white person.
Okay.
So.
Okay. This is deeper than that. I'm not trying to be a psychologist tonight. I'm trying to find love, child. So let me stay at the topic at hand. Let's do the Kendra Cam, honey.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm down talking to black men. I love black men and I support them. So I don't know.
Well, I don't think you intended to do it, but when you made the comparison about you have expectations of a black man, you have white men expectations for the black man, and then when you said they don't like to go to nice restaurants, they want to bring you to Dave and Buster's and Applebee's, it was implying that black men, and that probably is your reality with your black
and
men.
it's my experience.
Right,
And I went on lots and lots of dates.
That is fair.
So,
Now, my experience of black men is not that.
yeah.
But that's my experience. But I'm going to say this, though, too. I'm older than you. When I was younger, yeah, that might have been. Well, no, that wasn't my experience when I was 33 either. But you weren't right. That does exist. But yes, I'm here to.
Yeah, Kendra, she drives a Rolls Royce, by the way, that she bought herself. This woman here.
So everybody's
She
trying to
can't
say
relate to this.
we
young
do
lady.
know black men know nice restaurants, and
Yeah.
there are black men that ski. But she is not lying. There are black men who like Applebee's, Dave & Buster's, and don't want to go nowhere. But we have seen several of them on this show.
Yeah.
So don't act like she's not speaking from her reality from that point of view.
Just like when, like you say, like, white people are inherently racist. Like, that's like saying, like, there's no good white people. That's not true. I'm not saying that every black man likes to go to Applebee's and Dave & Buster's. Like,
Then why, when you speak your truth, you talk in generalities? Why do you say five?
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I struggle to date, because sometimes I feel like my expectations are too high.
Get the Planet Fitness Black.
All right, now we can pause it and just go.
I hate this bitch. Yeah, there's so many things to do. Yeah, there's so many things to go into already.
No. It's going to get better, I think.
How bad? Much better? Then we're gonna forget the idiocy.
No, we're not.
For the guys, I didn't ask you this question before we do Kendra Cam.
Because there are systems in place already inherent, like having a high education, having a really good job. There are systems in this country that already black men have to work harder to succeed in those systems.
Absolutely.
So
I think black people in general have to work harder.
exactly. So when I say I have white expectations for black men, like those are systems set up for white people. So it's hard for Black people to be successful. It's harder. It's not that they can't be successful. It's just harder for them to be successful.
Let me ask you, have you always been this passionate, or did something happen throughout your childhood that, I don't want to say made you pick a side, but you're very passionate about this, which I admire. So I was just wondering where that passion came from.
I mean, I think just kind of the way I was raised in a very rural town, where I was the only person of color. So yeah, I'm mixed, but literally I was the only person of color in my entire town. So I was raised by my grandparents, and by my mother's parents. And yeah, I think that
Mother was a whore and a drug
like, ever
addict.
since I've been dating, ever since I've been of age, I've always like wanted that. Like I've been attracted to Black men, obviously, but I've always wanted like a Black family. Like so.
Got you, girl. I got you. Does the guy have to make a certain amount of money?
His body dysmorphia.
No, I mean, at least, pay his bills and be financially literate to understand like what it means to kind of save for the future, have retirement and investments.
Have you ever dated a Black man?
Have you ever dated
Yeah.
a Black man? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
I'm
make it. Huh? You said several?
No, I've been single for 8 months.
Oh, you just broke up with somebody. Okay. 8 months ago. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Who
Whoa.
are you doing that? Look at her face, though. Look at her
Okay. All
face.
right. We see you, girl. Okay. You said you're 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want a guy that is taller than you?
Holy shit.
I'm not picky about that.
Say again?
I said I'm not picky about that.
Think about that. Okay. When was you said it was only 8 months ago? You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with somebody?
That's
It's
me.
been a couple months.
Couple months. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're single, honey?
I think I'm single because I choose to be. Like I said, I have high expectations. And I want a long-term partner. I don't just want to settle for any type of relationship. I want to invest in a man, and I want him to invest in me, and I want, him to be healed from his wounds and be ready to kind of see what I have to offer and know what he has to offer, and us to be a package together so that we can make an impact on the world and hopefully have a family and grow together. So
Why did you and your boyfriend break up 8 months ago?
he was one of those people I was talking about who kind of lie, manipulate, and sell you a story.
Okay.
So he had a very good job at Amazon, and
Stop
then
it.
kind of lost it through a workers' comp incident that may or may not have been accurately portrayed as true.
Snitching.
And then kind of lived off of
Snitching.
that money. And he's done that before. I found out where he doesn't necessarily feel like working is something to invest your time in. Playing the system was more important to him.
Gotcha.
So,
Understand.
yeah.
Understand. Okay. So back to you. So why do you think you're single now? Is that the situation?
Yeah, I'm out there dating, but I live in Denver, then there's not a lot of Black people in Denver. I do work remotely, so I'm able to travel.
Would you ever relocate?
I thought about it for sure. But it takes a lot to pack up everything and just relocate. So
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think that I have a lot to offer. I'm kind of one of those nurturing women. Like I like to cook and clean and old school. Like I was raised by my grandparents, like I said. I'm educated. I'm hardworking and caring. No, in no means am I perfect. Like I will sit down and be humbled and have a conversation with my partner on the things we need to work through and have clear communication with. And so I think that I could offer a really happy life with a man.
Okay. One of the
Yeah.
cousins asked me to ask you, would you date a mixed person?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the age range you would do, sweetheart? Casey, you're 33.
Probably like 28 to 45.
28 to 45. And does he have to be in Denver? No. Right?
No.
And could he have kids?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. And you do
All
want
right.
kids in marriage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Casey Boo, how can this guy reach out to you?
Instagram is good. It's Casey's.world. KVSEYZ.world.
Okay, spell it. Oh,
You see, I always say you can tell a lot about a person from their email. This is a woman who thinks the world revolves around her.
This one.
Yeah. KVSEYZ.
No, you're just getting
Dot
information.
world.
And can this Facebook page work too?
Yeah, this is fine too.
All right, Casey, baby. Well, listen, I'm happy you finally got on.
Yeah. No, and thanks for, hearing me out and being open-minded. I appreciate it.
Yeah, listen, the one thing about this thing, and
All right. Here's what I have to say about this young lady. And the reason why the black men in Denver, Colorado, are only willing to take you to Dave and Buster's and Applebee's is because you look like the kind of girl who only can get a man that's making $32,000 to $36,000 a year. Wait, $27,000 to $31,000 a year. You're not the type of chick who is going to go to a nicer restaurant unless you're paying for it, you plan it, and you paying for
You
it.
plan it.
So you gotta plan it and pay for it. And you can get a man that'll go there. I got more to say about this, but I really want to hear what Daniel B has to say. Come closer. And what
I
is your
see
assessment?
I see there's no problem what she wants. I feel like giving
No,
her,
let's not feel.
okay. I think that in giving her environment and situation, this is what she wants and her experiences, this is what she's come up with. And nothing wrong with it. This is what she's looking for. We all have things that we're looking for
Right.
in a woman. She's looking for specific things in a man, whether it be high expectations or low expectations, whatever. If that's what she wants, not saying that's what she may get, but at least this is what you want. This is her criteria that she's going with.
She's going
Oh.
for a great black man. You're going for Beyonce. You're going
No,
to have
let me-
different- yeah, but I think you shooting for Beyonce is as high as she's shooting for. Think she's gonna get anybody that's gonna take her further than Dave and Buster's. But I didn't mean that to throw shade.
No.
She- But I did say you usually I feel like I'm beyond this. I seem like she's so this lady somewhat regressed me and almost made me less more like
Tell me what you mean by regress you.
like
Man.
I feel like coming at her more immaturely than I am. Like I usually
You wanna-
she really
you wanna-
did trigger me somehow.
She triggered you.
I don't
Why?
it happened because how she has the audacity to tell the kind of black man she want and the kind first of all the race and this is the racism that comes out of people that don't think they're racist.
Right.
That's what it absolutely it makes you want to throw up when they come at when they start. When they first of all they you ever heard the term the soft bigotry of low expectations?
Say that
Okay.
again. Slower.
The soft bigotry of low expectations, right? And I don't believe that to be soft
The
bigotry.
soft bigotry of low expectations. Break that down.
Yeah. So
Take
the
it slow.
so the soft bigotry of low expectation. You can find it at charter schools. You can find it at public schools. You can find it in the media. You can find it anywhere that tries to treat black people like they're like patrons, like someone that needs to be helped, someone that needs to be handheld, someone that needs to be someone that you should expect less from because they're black. You know, someone like it came out of her mouth that she has white expectations for black people. I don't even know how imagine I'm not gonna make this conservative liberal thing. Imagine just a different some conservative said that you know the problem is, and they were talking. Imagine Trump said something like, you know, you see the problem in our country is we have these white expectations for black people. There would be pitchforks outside. There would be torches.
I disagree.
You disagree that? Let me ask this question: Do you? If I was to argue that what we're looking at is racism,
I disagree.
You disagree.
Wow, man.
Daniel, you got to come
Yeah,
closer.
yeah.
and
sorry.
face
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I
So
disagree. Why?
Remember,
What
my
did she say that was
philosophy.
wrong?
what
Or-
she's saying.
No, hold on. I want to argue.
She's
I literally just said it. She said she has white expectations for black men. That's saying that.
So what are those white expectations? Did she mention?
good credit.
Having their stuff
Owning
together,
property before you're 32 years old.
being able to conduct themselves in places other than with other black people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like she's saying, that's what. So when we have certain and charter schools do this especially. They talk about people of color. Oh, people of color is freaking another racist, ridiculous term. People of color only being able to be successful and to prosper around other people of color. You don't know how they're walking you. It's almost like we're being walked into segregation. And the way she's talking about it, I'm not even mad that I only called her ugly because she's so racist. I wouldn't even made fun of her looks and
Can I
how
say
she had such low I'm just. I wouldn't have been. I'm not even mad at her expectation of a black person. What's actually hitting me is her racism and how removed that she doesn't know she's racist, and
Right.
that is indicative of the left. They can be racist to your face and still say they're bigging up in black people. It is to watch
Can I
it.
say
It's
something?
fascinating.
I'm going to
watch.
piggyback off
Yeah,
of
sorry.
Ulrich. All right, and what I'm going to
Shocking,
say
man.
is this: is that we have a white woman here fetishizing
A white woman. Hey, she is a white
She's
woman.
a
She's
white
a white
woman.
woman.
She came out of the birth canal of a white woman who was probably, allegedly, a drug addict who was sleeping with her black father, who she's never met and doesn't know, and raised by her racist grandparents who made her remember who she was, how black she was. So she has this fetishize. She's fetishizing the black man.
She doesn't like him for them. She doesn't like.
She wants to basically be plowed and be taken by a black man and somehow given homes and cars and children and have this life where I'm arguing that she is a 100% racist white woman who just wants to grab onto the black tool and claim it for her own, but doesn't have the wherewithal to know that she's going to have to step up and be that crutch for him.
She curled her hair.
If we look at this woman here with the blonde hair and the light skin and the fupa, the woman has the fupa of life. You can't even bear children. The doctor will tell you, lady, you have to lose 40 pounds before you can even have a child. This woman is so uncomfortably unattractive. Her unattractiveness is all down there, where it's just hanging over. Like you have to use your elbow to get to the vagina. You have to push and fight. If you're trying to go down to that woman, you got that gut that's just fighting you. You have to lift that fupa and hold it back to get to that.
Hey, Daniel doesn't like fat shaming, man.
It's okay. I'm 350.
I knew. I guessed.
I'm
I guessed that. I
350
guessed.
pounds. I can talk about fat people.
I think she.
I can talk about fat people because I am a fat man. And let me tell you, this woman is the kind of woman that all the men that she wants, that she has in her mind, are not looking for you.
Wait a
They're
minute.
not checking for you. You are to all that weight down there, and nobody wants to have to push like this to get to the vajayjay. This is not what we trying to do.
You're mad about him fat shaming, but you don't care about her black shaming. You don't care about her
I
black
didn't hear
man
him say that he's mad about her.
He did.
fat shaming.
You didn't hear me? I
No.
I said, yo,
when
you
I
missed-
talk
why you going to
about-
rat? I said.
Let me hear what
Go
Daniel
ahead,
has
go
to
ahead.
say.
I don't believe that I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's a beautiful black woman. I think she's 6 feet tall, and she's beauty in her own way. And
Right.
I always say this: there's someone
She's
for
beauty
everyone.
in a fat way,
No, I
in an
think-
obese way,
No,
in a lazy way. There's no way this woman has ever stepped foot in a gym.
My problem is not that she's fat, though. I
have a problem with her being fat. She's grotesquely
It's that she's
fat.
racist. So
She
that's
has
yeah.
her fupa is so
Why
you can't get to the vagina.
My thing is, I think
No
beauty-
man wants to have to fight and lift all that up to get to the vagina.
I don't think any man is looking at that initially.
What?
And I think you can build a relationship and love a person without even looking at that or thinking about that. And I think there's men out there who do like that.
I'm
That may not
sure
be
they're
your
making
preference.
$27,000 a year.
I believe there's
At the-
100,000.
at the
All I'm saying is,
Applebee's.
there are men
Respectfully to
that are
Applebee's.
into her.
Do you think a man making 50,000 would talk to her?
Yes.
60,000,
Yes.
No, I
70,000,
Well, not talk to her.
80,000,
Yes.
90,000,
Yes.
a homeowner,
Yes.
a car owner.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I bang fat women, but I wouldn't bang her. Maybe it's because her person. It might be.
Yeah, it won't be
but
because
no,
of
but I mean, her.
personality.
No, but come on, come on.
You just wasn't into her personality.
No,
But I don't
but
find
no,
her
no.
being.
But
I
no,
don't
no.
find her being
I
a
wouldn't
racist.
She's so
insult- I
fat
wouldn't
that she
insult
couldn't touch
her,
her
though.
toes.
I wouldn't.
A fat
I'm
girls
okay
like
with her
that,
insulting.
you like them to touch
Yeah.
their toes, and you put them up against like a washer or dryer, and you go to work. This fat woman, you couldn't even do that with.
I can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
she
my
has no
thing is-
beautiful.
She got a
She
slap
has
on
no
her head.
beautiful. So
Wait.
her outsides and insides are both unattractive.
What she wants, and I think what she's saying, and maybe she may have said it wrong, is the fact that she wants white expectations from a black man. That's what she said, right?
Yeah, white expectation from a black
And
man.
I think what she did mean by it is like she wants things that may not be the norm of what black people do.
That's
Hold on,
racist.
hold on,
That's-
hold
okay,
on.
sorry.
Come closer and face
Yes.
this way, please.
So what she wants is, or what she may be looking for is, there. As much as there are black people that ski, is not something we do as a whole in a norm. It's certain things that we do. It's a small amount. One is a small amount of us, but it's a small amount of ski. You know, a lot of things that we don't.
When you go skiing, you're at a black party, though, right?
No, a lot of times I'm
When
the
you
only.
go skiing, you're the only black person skiing.
Sometimes I'm the only, unless I go with the
Okay.
group, I am the only black person there. I have gone
Exactly.
to restaurants
So
in the
what
city.
she's looking for is unrealistic.
No, she's looking for somebody like me. And
Maybe he
recently-
doesn't like to ski. Doesn't have anything to do with
No,
him being
what,
black man that
no,
have
what,
to
what she,
ski.
but this is what I'm. No, you see how you have the opinion on her. I have opinion that this is what she meant. I feel that she meant there's certain things that we don't do normally.
But
That-
why is she? Who skis? No, I mean, is it regular?
I
Is it a
ski.
regular thing to ski normally for anybody, regardless
Yes,
of if
Denver,
black
Denver,
people?
yeah.
in Denver,
yes.
yes. In New York,
The
it is
winters
too.
are crazy
If you go to
long
42nd
in Denver.
Street, you see everyone going up to the ski things. Like it's a normal
No,
thing.
no,
I don't know that.
Let me
Let's
tell you.
not- let's not play
Okay,
that
New
game.
York, New York State.
That's
there's-
not even a
hold on a second.
percentage,
No.
dude. That's
New
not even a
York's
percentage.
New York State actually has passes that they give out and is always sold out before the season. People ski just because we
I'm not saying people don't
Normally.
ski.
No,
I'm not
it's a
saying- is
great
it-
deal of people that ski.
No, I'm
Not
saying it's
black people.
I'm saying it's a
Yes.
Black people are
I-
not skiing.
I know I have plenty of white friends, and a lot of them do not ski. It's not a freaking. But she's.
It is a
bunch-
black thing too,
See,
though. Let's not play
to
that
not-
game.
I mean, I don't like skiing in general.
Right.
Skiing, but not because there's no black thing that stops me from not liking to freaking ski. I don't like freaking. I don't want to be on freaking ice, and I don't want to be stuck up in a lot. Just a lot of things to it. It's not a
Right,
black. There's no. But you don't understand how racist it is to just assume that. Now it could be regional. Now when you made the point that all right, people in Denver do ski, so it's uncommon that some people don't ski in Denver particularly.
Right.
Okay, that could be fair. And Denver also has a black population. So if you have a small black population, when some of them don't ski, it's probably going to seem like it's no black people ever ski because you have a small population. This is how you make giant
I don't
stereotypes.
think she's saying that. She's just saying the truth of the matter is a lot of blacks don't ski.
Okay, but you don't come to conclusions. A lot of
Statistically, we don't.
But
we don't
statistically,
do it.
black people commit crimes. That doesn't mean black people are criminals.
We're talking about skiing.
You're talking about statistics. You're applying statistics to a race. Get out of it. Move past it.
It's the truth.
No,
All right.
all right. So
That
the
was
truth.
the
So then
numbers.
the truth is black people are criminals.
No, what I'm
Well,
saying
I don't
is
understand,
skiing-
but the percentage of us who are
Hold on,
criminals.
let's talk about skiing.
We
She's saying is a very. I'm saying is a very limited amount of blacks.
You just
that
don't apply
ski.
statistics to black impulses.
If we
There's
do-
no black impulses that make you do crime. There's no white impulses that make you ski. This is stupidity. We're grown-ups.
All I'm
we can
saying
think
is,
past this.
Ulrich,
We-
There's very few black people that ski.
this is,
Are you saying
what
there's
I'm saying,
there's
she's
a lot
no,
of blacks that ski?
No, he's saying that we shouldn't be trying to make this point.
Yeah, that's what, so she's speaking about things that she's speaking about little racial stereotypes.
There's very few
that
blacks that
black
play
people-
golf too,
she's-
believe it or not.
Okay, what do you? What she's saying that she's naming racial stereotypes and she's applying racial stereotypes while being a champion for black men. So see, not even being a champion for
Exactly,
black men.
exactly.
She sexually wants black men because she has an image in her head that's not indicative of an individual or a soul, which normal people, not psychopaths, can connect with. Not a freaking she's basing her love based on these little bits of stereotypes, and I can't even.
Calm
I'm
down,
losing my
calm down,
breath.
calm
I really.
down, calm
You don't
down.
understand how powerful and how strong this kind of racism is, because this racism has like a built-in shield for with her stupidity and her
So her-
white self.
So my question to you is: her racism is because she wants a black man, or not?
Her racism is because she's literally making racist. Once again, apply this to out of a white man's mouth, even though you applied it out of a white woman's mouth. Let's just apply it out of a white man's mouth, saying these same things. You want to feel anything that he said was wrong about it?
No, that's his preference, then it is.
Well, if a white man's like we just mentioned Trump, if he made a statement.
Trump has made a lot of statements.
Ulrich.
Please don't use him as an example.
Ulrich,
He said a lot of racist statements. Please don't use that as an example you're going with.
All right, let me say this
You
though.
can't.
We have a woman here
I-
who I look at as 100% racist, who's fetishizing the black cock, and that's what she's dreaming about. This imaginary family that she's gonna have, and what she has done is not put herself around any black people.
That's a good point. I even think about that. Yeah.
This is you want this black world that's all in your head because you were the brownest girl there. You are the girl who has blonde hair. Why are you rocking that blonde hair for? You want a black man? You want to claim that you're a black woman? You're not around any black men as far as demographically. You're dressed with blonde hair like a white woman. You owned a home that you chose not to put a husband and family in. No man wants to walk into a situation where a woman already owns her home and has been living in it since she was 24 years old. She says she's had the house for 8 years. 8 years she's had this house that she owns. She's 32 years old. So by 24 years old, instead of you thinking about getting you a husband and putting some babies in this house, you thought about yourself. You thought about this idea of where you think you should be in this world. Instead of thinking about, I need to have a family. I need to go where the people in my mind is at. But instead, you was messing with all the Pookies and Ray Rays, and they all lying to you, because when you got a fupa like that, you ain't gonna get no truth from a man. Because a man is only gonna wanna know what that throat is like, and they probably not even having sex with her.
Yeah.
She's so sick of these men only wanting to see what that throat is like. They don't want to see what nothing else is like, because don't nobody need to want to get up in there like that just to get to that.
All I'm saying is, I think she's great. I think she's smart for purchasing a home. I think a man should appreciate that, saying, you know what, she is capable in doing it.
I don't criticize any of those
hold on.
things.
I'm just no. I don't think she. I think she says, you know what, I'm going to have this ready so when I do get a family, or if I need to sell it, I have property, something to leave to my kids. When I do have that, I think no one should be ridiculed for having something prior to anything. She may never get a family, but guess what? She will always have a house.
I never criticized.
Not if the
that.
city says, not if the city wants that space, and they say that it's blighted,
Right now, she's
and
a
they
young
give her
woman.
below market value for it.
She's a young woman, and she got her house, and she's looking for a man.
Do you think that a black man like yourself, entrepreneur man, would be ever interested in meeting this woman and moving in with her in Denver, Colorado?
Yes.
Yeah, you're out of control.
Yes.
Man.
Ulrich,
Yeah.
you and her are the same age. Could you see yourself dating
Come on, don't
this
ask
woman?
silly questions, man. What are you
Could you
doing?
see yourself dating this woman?
No. Also, all right. So, all right. There's a lot of there's a lot of comments to go through.
No. We don't
All
have
right.
to go through that.
Okay. I just want but I just wanted to say T. Riddler said something that it's
All
a
right,
savior
go ahead.
He said it's a savior complex. That's exactly what it is, and she thinks, but she thinks she
I don't
thinks
know what
she's black.
savior complex means.
Savior complex is or also referred to as the white savior complex. It's funny, that's a liberal little term, but it's
Wait, why do you say she feels she's black?
Come closer this way.
huh?
The savior complex. What is that?
No, prior to that, you said she feels.
She feels she's a white she's no blacker than Rachel Dolezal, and
She's a white woman.
I think Rachel Dolezal. I think Rachel. That,
1 ounce of black, you're black.
okay.
That don't
And she
take
has
away-
more than 1
That don't
ounce.
take away from every part of her is not.
Yeah, but that doesn't think about her. She's a white woman. She was raised around. She's a white woman. She's a white
How
woman.
you figure she's
But
a white
she's
woman?
She's a white woman
yeah.
that likes black cops.
I think she was a little. I think maybe she was a little. She seemed. There seems like she was a little
So
bigger.
Obama is a white man.
Come on, man. Let's not get
Yes, he
started
is.
on that.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he's more Indonesian or white than he is a black person.
Yeah,
But
let's not play that
Let's
game.
not play.
Yeah, let's not even go there.
Let's
So
get
you
out of
feel
there.
anybody
Let's
who
get-
has a white
no,
parent
not
is white?
anybody who has a white parent.
No,
It's more. There's
no, it's more than that. It's more than that.
Let me just.
And we're not going to talk about Barry right now.
Yeah, but I think come on. What are you talking about? What the Susan that kill us? Susan Wojnarowski. She loves a bum. Anyway, all right. So, the reason I'm saying she's a white woman, what I think brought her to her conclusion, or why she feels so uncomfortable and why she has such reverence for black people, I think she was always a little thicker. And she also happened to have a little curlier hair, because I would not be sure that she was a black person. It would be I'd have to look really closely.
Right.
So I
Right,
think,
especially when
I
she
think,
looked
yeah.
down to get up, when she went to get up to show her body, she had like tightened up her lips because she has full lips, but she tightened up her lips to get up, and it was screaming white woman. Like, yo, you look at that chick profile,
If
you
you
look
talk
at
about
her from
racist, I feel that's racist feeling
What?
that she's a white woman. But go ahead.
Wait, how's it? Wait, I want to say how's it? Wait,
She
wait,
looks
wait,
like a white
wait,
woman.
wait,
To me,
her
she-
credit
wait,
score
wait,
is very
wait,
white.
wait.
Oh wait, but that you.
Her credit score is very white.
Ooh.
We and others are saying different things. What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Her credit score is white.
That's what I'm
It's because
saying.
of her grandparents that she was able to get that house at 24.
I can't
Let's not play
say
that game. Let's not play that
I'm not saying
game.
what Elvis say. But what I'm saying,
Did she get a 30-year mortgage, or is the house already paid off? That's
That-
grandma and grandpa
that
from
could
her
be-
drug
that
addict
could be-
mama.
that could be- that
I
could
know
be
a
also
drug
very
addict
possible.
daughter when I see one.
what I'm saying, I think I think she felt some. I feel like her alienation might have been based on maybe she was a little unattractive or something like that.
She was
And
a fat
there was
little
mostly white
roly-poly
people,
girl.
and she knew there was kind of black people around. I don't know, maybe I don't know
Her
if a black dude
grandmother kept
showed-
calling her
Yeah.
Blackie in the house.
Yeah,
You know
something-
how it goes.
Yeah, and there's
Her
something about this.
grandmother
Yeah.
was terrible
Yeah.
to her.
There's something about this white overcompensation when you have a drop. There's something about this, like there's a new trend for the really people who you would never know is black to talk about how the most of they've been had left them. I call it's a Colin Kaepernick syndrome.
Right.
It's Colin like say I don't want to digress, but if I saw Colin Kaepernick as like in the street and say I was a cop, his arch enemy or something, whatever, or if I was a racist, I wouldn't even understand how to be racist towards him. I would be.
It
I
looks
was
like an iris.
I would say, oh, yeah.
looks
I,
like a
I
straight
literally
up
wouldn't know how to
iris.
but I wouldn't seriously.
But which
I wouldn't know
shows-
how to be
which shows
racist
that
towards
black-
her. But she's still claiming. I
She
think it's almost
feels
like
it.
she's false claiming. It's like she's
No,
in a
but
gay.
she
She's false
feels
claiming
she
again.
feels black.
Yeah.
She does feel that she's black, and that's why she wants a black
is
family.
black.
Okay, she is black. Let's say she's black, but she is fetishizing
I
the
think
black
if you,
man.
I feel like if you talk like this, you're white. When you talk like this almost.
Wow,
This,
see, that's as racist as
No,
it
I
gets.
know. But what I'm saying, and this
I mean,
goes.
she said some horrible
Like-
things. She
like-
said horrible things about the black man.
But she has no idea. The fact that she's so removed from how actual terrible and how pacifying and how patronizing that
It
is.
was patronizing.
She's so removed from that. That almost makes it more powerful because
She's
she
a
probably
black woman in Colorado.
She doesn't. Who would even know? Who would know how to? The reason I brought up Colin Kaepernick, I'm seeing her walking down the street. What do they say? Half nigger. What do they? Who would even know? Who,
But
who would know
what
she
was
was
the operative
racist?
word that you just used?
No one would. My joke
Yes,
is
you
no.
would know.
I'm joking. Who would know she's black? I didn't even know what she was when I first saw
I
her.
knew automatically
Oh,
she had
not
a lot
me.
of She had
Not
a lot
me.
of African features.
Not me.
Who would know she's black? Nobody.
I
but
did.
she just feeling and feeling and
She want the black man so bad, and he don't
God,
want her.
that
I'll
disgusts
Let me just
me
say this.
so much, man.
Broke deep for you for the rest of your life. That's what you're gonna get, young. You heard how she's. Let me just say this. You see, the real problem is that black men still gonna smash this woman. And he gonna lie to her. See, what she doesn't understand is when you at that weight class, young lady, and you're a woman, not like a man.
Yeah, it is different when you're a
can
woman.
get
It's
as
much
fat
different when you're a
as
woman.
I can get as
Much
fat
different.
as I want. As long as I am a
Much
high value
different.
man, I can get topped off by the youngest, cutest thing.
There are
Okay.
millions of websites for big women and men that love them.
Yeah, it's fetishizing big women. Now she's the type of chick who'll be mad if you liked her for being fat.
I agree. I agree. 100% agree.
She
She
will be,
has
she'll
more
be
than that.
turned
She's
off.
more than that.
These
Oh, but
fat-
she only wants a black man.
But
She
let me-
wants-
let
she
me-
wants
let
a
me
black-
finish
she
this
wants-
point.
all
I
right,
wanna
sorry,
make
sorry,
this
go ahead,
point.
go
Come
ahead,
on.
sorry. I can't get over this.
Let me make
one.
this point. The point that I'm trying to make is that before I forget my thought is that she's fetishizing the black man. Jesus, such a good point I want to make. All right, continue. I'll get to it, but let me make my point when I want to make my point. All right.
All right, fine,
All right.
I got you. I said the fact that
I needed a charge.
so you say so you see how we'd agree. So Elvis said he agreed. Elvis said that that she would be angry if somebody liked her. You said there was a lot of people who like fat people, right?
Right.
No.
A lot.
Okay,
No.
I got my
I'm gonna.
point.
All
Let
right,
me
say
finish.
that.
I'm gonna say
See, the
big
problem
people.
is that black men are still smashing this woman.
Yeah.
She's been out of a relationship for 8 months. And then the host asked her, you don't have to answer this, but I'm going to ask you, when's the last time you've been with somebody intimately? She says a couple of months ago. You see, the problem is with these fat chicks on these internet is that they all got 300 men in their inboxes. They got 300 men in their inboxes ready to come over. Only problem is they only want to come over at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she's sick of it. But she still partakes in the fetish.
She'll never have sex.
She'll still partake in the fetish. This is a woman who is consumed with the internet. She works online remotely. She works for a company that's in Atlanta, Georgia. But she don't got the heart to go to Atlanta, Georgia. You know why? Because the women there, the competition is fierce. So what she wants to do is live in her bubble in this Colorado place. And only thing that's happening is that her inbox is full of simps that are trying to smash. And she's partaking in that. She's
Even though
not
she
a
said
woman.
she wants more.
Yeah, but she wants more. So she's not saving herself. She's not in the. And then she says she wants a man who's healed. You, my dear, are the farthest thing from healed. I don't like this woman. I think she's a rude bee, and I think that she doesn't realize how racist she is. And just because your daddy was black, don't mean that you get to talk like that. Just because your daddy was black, don't mean you get to start just saying whatever you want to say. You dead wrong. Get in the gym, work out, love yourself, which you don't love. Let's get that blonde dye out of your freaking head. And let's see what you really look like. Let's see what your real personality, because your personality sucks. I don't even think you got friends.
And this may, I don't want to get on no colorist tip or anything like that, but I feel like these halvesies, they co-opt black things, or they co-opt the oppression more than white women, or more than anything. I feel like these people who you wouldn't even know they was black, they feel oppression the hardest for somehow. I never even, it just baffles me.
It's
You
because
wouldn't
they're
even-
not accepted by the black
it-
world or the
yeah.
white world, so
Yeah.
there becomes a lot of
They
resentment.
it's like they
So
conceptualize a cloud
yeah,
of oppression
yeah,
over
yeah.
them.
Our
and they
history
feel-
is
yeah.
full of the light-skinned black and black man and black woman who's really fought hard
Yeah.
for black rights and civil rights and things like that. Yes, it's
She's
true.
she's a trans to me. If I don't mean to say
she's
a tra-
transracial.
she's looking at, when she looks in the mirror, she sees a black person. There's some side of dissonance. There's truly a dissonance. She's not a black woman. She's just not a black woman.
All right.
And it's always these you would never, if you picked them out a lineup, there would be every race but black. But
Right.
they're the strongest proponents, and they're the.
She wasn't
it's
that
like-
strong. She was a racist,
Yeah,
and she's a fetishizer. But go ahead, I'm done.
I can't.
Daniel, you got the
wow.
last word. Daniel B.
I
girl.
think that sister, that black woman,
That queen,
yes, that queen,
that strong queen.
exactly. If this is what she want, and any black that feels they want to be educated and be proud to be black, by all means, go ahead. You will find that man, sister, that you are looking for.
Right,
He will find you.
right.
All right, and you.
What year you thinking? We're in 2023.
I
What
think
year you
that I
thinking?
think what you call a G is gonna find her man in less than a month or two.
Kendra G doesn't find people men. She just puts you on the platform and then you reach out to her.
Trust me, they're gonna reach out to her. She gonna have her inbox is gonna be full.
It's already
Oh,
full.
let me rephrase that. Her dance card is gonna be full.
For what? What's that mean, dance card?
Years ago, when you like in the 50s and the 60s.
Oh, right.
They
The
would say
dance
your
card.
dance
Yeah,
card.
yeah, the dance card.
So even they would just say, "Oh, my dance card is full," meaning that there was a lot of suitors.
Right.
And I think she would get a lot of suitors. My sister,
And,
my
and-
black
and-
sister.
And they're gonna be making over $30,000.
Yes, and they won't take you to Applebee's, and they won't take you to Dave
Right.
and Buster's.
Right.
They would take you someplace nice.
Okay. It's kind of cool to have
It's crazy.
it's
yeah.
kind of cool for Daniel to say what he's saying, and I think I believe him.
I believe he believes it. I believe he
I
believes
think he
it.
believes that
I
too.
believe he believes it. Yeah.
You see,
It's no fake. There's nothing disingenuous.
this is
about
what you're gonna
this.
get with Premium Black News here. You're gonna get perspectives that are the objective perspective. You got a guy like me who looks at this woman and I've like, how dare you think you can get over $28,000 from a man? Ulrich is just like, she's a racist and she's perpetuating more racial stereotypes, and I look at her as a white woman who's taking advantage of this black card. And then we have Daniel over here, entrepreneur. This guy's about to jump on a plane in the next few hours, go to a whole nother part of the world for a week, and he believes that this woman has a chance. Mind you, she couldn't even fit in the airplane seat next to him. She would have to buy 2 seats. And he believes that. That's what makes Premium Black News great, y'all. I'm Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg,
I'm Ulrich.
I'm Daniel B.
and you are appreciated. Donations will be in the description. Boom.